What's up? Revitalizing a new series, an old series. We're back on the quest. We're back on the Alpha Quest. So, running low on bulk. So if you have any bulk commons, uncommons, I'll take them. So, this is what we have left. I'm cleaning the machine. If you hear that, I'm sorry. We're gonna go through this complete 5,000 count right here and pretty much run it through the sorter, sift out anything. These are the rules. All right, let me explain the rules first. It's been a while. So, the rules are, I can only purchase an alpha card with the value of what I pulled out of bulk. So, I'm trying to purchase a complete alpha set with only selling bulk. So anything that gets pulled out of that bulk, we're gonna sell. That's gonna go on to the played account, which we sell anything lightly played and above. So anything that goes through there gets sifted out through bulk. It's lightly played or below. We don't put it on the main account just because we don't want any issues with TCG players saying, hey, this isn't near mint, you know, which happens all the time if I do that, even though they send me complete junk. All right, so I bought this 5,000 count box for, I believe, 70 bucks, completely filled with commons and uncommons. That's about average. That's $10 per thousand. That's about average. I think I might have paid a little less, actually. I think I paid like, maybe, I think it was $8 a thousand. So I got it for a little less. We'll just say 70 bucks. So now what we do is sift out everything, put it in the Roca, sort it out. We're using this for something else, or normally I would use this because it's a lot faster, but the Roca is a lot more accurate, so I don't need to like separate anything by set. The Roca is really good, 99.99% accurate, even if you mix up the sets, which is great. So we're gonna sift it, pull out anything over 25 cents, and I'm gonna show you everything I pull out. We'll run it through the sorter, get the value minus our fee, which is, you know, on our played account, it's around 15-20%. 15. I just rounded up to 20 because, you know, shipping materials, labor, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So we minus 20%, and then we buy an alpha card. So let's get to it. First batch going in. A lot of Kaladesh in here, so maybe we'll get some decent stuff. Some Ixalan. Good stuff, good stuff. She's alive. What do we got? 6 cents, 8 cents? All right. Not exactly quality bulk, but we'll take it. All right, first sort down. So anything from here on is bulk. This little tiny stack right here is the stuff that is over 25 cents. What do we got here? Not much. I knew it wasn't gonna be good because I bought this lot of bulk off of a game store like, how long ago? I don't even know, it's been months. But it was a pallet full, and this is what we're down to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5,000 counts. So we've been definitely churning the inventory. When I buy bulk, like they said it was unsifted, but I could tell just by doing the, you know, sorts that it was sifted. I don't care if it's sifted, I pay the same rate. Just let me know so I don't waste the time of sifting it. So, you know, it doesn't really matter if it's sifted or not. It just saves me time if you tell me it is sifted. I don't change the rates. So anyway, I've went through already like 3 5,000 counts, and we have a nice little collection of good stuff right here. So we're gonna cheat a little bit and speed it up for time. That one sort's gonna be added to that. That was 3 5,000 count, 3.5 5,000 counts. So we're gonna add that to the value, and we'll get this sorted, see what we got in there, and hopefully be able to buy a decent card. It's not game changing, but the amount of bulk that we went through from that alone, the amount of bulk lots we got, we'll add that to the value of the overall bulk lot purchase, and we'll get the total value. And I'll let you know how I get that math. Okay, so on average, I'm able to get minimum 35 lots that I sell on Amazon from a 5,000 count of bulk. So sure, sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 50, but on average, it's around 30. So net, after, you know, my supplies, shipping, whatever, labor, I net around $3 a unit. So we'll put that on the total. So what is that? 30 times 3, which is 90 bucks. So what did I pay for all those? 3.5, 5,000 counts is 70. Let's do the math real quick. Okay, so 70 times 3 was 210 plus 35 for another half is 245 bucks I paid for all that bulk. Now we take the bulk lots that I actually made from those, which 3, 6, 9, 90 lots. We'll just say 90 lots. So just to leave the half off, who cares? We'll deduct it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. None of it matters. So 90 times 3 equals 270. So we're already, this is what I'm talking about. You make money before you even pull out the expensive cards from the bulk that you bought. That's where you make your money. Anything you pull out is just gravy, baby. That's it. That's why I tell people bulk is the easiest way. It's not easy, but it's the most guaranteed way to make a profit in this business. People don't want to do it because it's hard, and I get it. But if you want a surefire, risk-free way to make money in the business, bulk is your way to do it. Now, I didn't even get into this yet, but this is the stuff we have that, these are just commons that was pulled out of all the bulk that I sifted for that row you've seen over here. We're sorting it right now in here. But that's all the commons. Now we sell those in 500 card lots on eBay, and they sell every day. They're right here. We sell those on eBay. Non-duplicate lots. After all shipping, fees, everything, we get about $5 to $6 a unit, depending on where it goes, whatever. On average, we get about $6 a unit. Now, in that, I can tell you right now, that's what, I think that's 4,000 or 5,000 counts. Sure, there was a little bit left over from another one, because we do non-duplicates. So let's say out of 5,000 counts, we'll get 10 lots. So right there's another $50 on top of everything. So right now, before we pulled anything out, plus 50, $320 we're getting back. And we only spent, what, 210. So we're making $110 off the bulk, not including the stuff we pulled out. I'm not even gonna count that because I always run into fights in the comments about people saying all sorts of stupid shit. I do the math. I know what works. I've been doing this for years. So we're just gonna count what comes out of the sorter as the profit. We're gonna disregard all of that stuff because I know it makes money and you know it makes money. So we'll remove that from the equation. The bulk right here, that stuff, and the stuff I sent to Amazon, that's gonna be our break even, and we're just gonna repeat, rinse, and recycle that and count the stuff we pull out as the profit. So anything we pull out of the sorter, out of the Roca, is gonna be counted towards the purchase of the Alpha card. Because we know we made our money back and profit off the bulk, so we don't have to worry about that. Anything we pull out of that, right there, that bad boy, that's the money that we're using to purchase our card. All right, so we just finished What do we got? We got it all sorted out, and the total was $439. Let's just go through and see what exactly we got. Okay. A bunch of those. Reckless Fireweaver. Nice. Gray Merchant. Cool. Oh, we got a dollar card there. See? This is from bulk, baby. And this kind of was sifted, like I said. But once you go through, was it 3.5, 5,000 counts? It builds up. You'd be surprised at how much. And it's all over 25 cents. So, 439 buckaroos. Let's take away our fees and let's figure out what card we're gonna buy. All right, so $439 minus our 20% fee. We're looking at around $350. So, we could get a $350 alpha card, which, or should I get a bunch of smaller ones? I gotta see what I'm missing. All right, let's jump to the collection and we will see what we can get. All right, but before we do that, let's just go through and see what we got in this bulk that's over, whatever. We'll see. Oh, that's a good card. This is kind of what you could expect, all really playable cards, good cards, decent cards, but lower value, like, bulk. People still need all this stuff, people still want all this stuff, and people still buy all this stuff, so why not stock it? It does take a while. It takes a long time to go through it. I got to see what that gets scanned as, but that probably shouldn't be there. Oh, maybe that is over 25 cents. I got to see. I went through the CSV a little bit. I didn't notice any crazy high value stuff that got misscanned. Those are good. Computers plan. Good. Oh no, Japanese stuff. We'll have to go through and take some of that stuff out. But with War of the Spark, you always get a few Japanese cards snuck in there. But that's pretty much what you could expect from bulk. Not too bad, all in all, a good run. Kind of on the higher value side. Normally, when I do a full, run like that, it's normally around, let's go through the old stuff. Oh, wow, a lot of Read the Bones. We normally get, around 3 to 350. Those are all good from Theros. Wow, a lot of them. Okay, cool. Let's go further in the back and see what some older stuff, maybe some Commander stuff. Let's see what we got here. All good stuff. Tragic Slip. This is all stuff that will sell. 100%. We don't really have to worry about this just sitting there. It's not the bulk that's 10 cents and below. This is all movable stuff. Now, once I upload this to our other account, we'll get 100 orders a day until, the really, really good in-demand stuff sells out, and then it'll trickle down to probably around 20 to 30 orders a day until, we sell through all the stuff that we sifted. All good stuff. Really playable, decent stuff. That's kind of the price point I work with. Anything over 25 cents is gonna sell 100%. And we got the list. So there's really no, especially if it's common and uncommon, once you get into the rares, oh, these got misscanned. Once you get into the rares, things that are 25 cents sometimes don't move. But anything that's common and uncommon that's 25 cents is gonna sell. Yeah, I got it. Some of that got misscanned. But good stuff. All good stuff. All right, let's go see what we got in our alpha set. All right, one thing I do every day, every day I go to the gym, is I come home, I have a protein shake. It's about a 700 calorie shake. It's 2 scoops of protein, peanut butter protein, a scoop of regular peanut butter. Then I do 2 scoops of PB Fit. Then, what else do I do? A banana and ice and blend it up. Really good. So I just got home. We got the collection down here in that beautiful binder, might I add you. Does my dog need to go in? Pepper, where you at? What are you doing? She's like, what the hell are you pointing at me? It's a camera, silly. She doesn't know what the camera is. All right, let's check out. Let's go through the collection and see what we can buy. All right, like I mentioned before, this is a pretty nifty binder. So this is my company. I'm developing these binders. This is the world's first trackable top loader binder. How's it trackable? We have a little spot right here. You can install an air tag. So if you're forgetful like me, you'll never lose your binder. All right, they're not available yet. This is the prototype. They'll be available soon once the website goes live. All right, so as you can see, nice premium velvet interior. Here is my Alpha collection. So we got all the white in front. Really not much, not a lot of craziness. We do have the Tudor. Picked that up a while ago. We have the lightning bolt, which is good. What are you doing? We got Earthbind, Ice Storm, which is a pretty decent one. We got Mox Ruby. That one I bought. That one wasn't from bulk or traded. And then we got some lands. So we have quite a bit to work with. I kind of want to get some more white cards. So let's see if we can get a white knight or something cool. Let's go. Let's shop. We're here. We're in eBay. All right. So I don't. Let's look at these first. I don't have a healer that is alpha. We will heart that. So we heart them because we use a software called Easy Sniper. Pretty much, I'll show it to you at the end. But right now we're just shopping, sorting low, not low to high, but ending soonest in alpha for bid. Death Ward. Do I have Death Ward? No, I don't. Is that alpha? Because sometimes people suck and they don't know the difference between alpha and beta. That is beta. So why does it say alpha MTG beta? What? What? All right. So the reason it's beta is the corners are a lot more square. Not square, but you know, it's not alpha. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not alpha. Know the difference. You have to know the difference. That's why ordering from TCG Player, I don't order alpha cards from TCG Player, because 9 times out of 10 I get a beta card. Even on direct. I'd say especially on direct. Lance, I do not have a Lance. Why am I opening that? Yeah, Lance. Yeah, 490. What's that? All right, so we will heart that. Is that? Why? That's weird. Yeah, I think it's alpha. Or is it beta? That might be beta. Let's not heart that. Let's take that off. And some of these are, you know, because they're very played. So sometimes the corners could be a little more played than usual. Sword to Plowshare, I'm not. Let's try and, I want to knock out some smaller ones that I don't have. I don't think I have Karma. Sorry, I'm just looking at the binder. No, I don't have Karma. We will heart that. And then once I'm done hearting everything, once I'm done favoriting everything, I'll go into Easy Sniper. This way I could show you the Easy Sniper software that I use. So let's find everything and then we'll go to the software, the Easy Sniper software, and then bid on everything. Okay, so this is the Easy Sniper software, what we use to snipe auctions on eBay. So what it does is it bids at the last possible millisecond. eBay did put something out that they said that, you know, if someone bids at the last millisecond that they will be adding time to it, but I don't think that's on yet because I have been using this and it hasn't done it. So, you know, to each his own, your mileage may vary. So we have a bunch of stuff here that I've imported. We got some bigger stuff, like what do we got? Air Elemental's a big one, a Jade Statue. So right here, this is 200, around 3. So, I mean, I put more on here than $350 worth of stuff because some I'm not gonna win. And, you know, some I will win. So hopefully it's around 350, but if it's over, we'll deduct it from the next one. And if I'm under, we'll add it to the next one. You got what I mean? You understand what I mean? Like, let's say if I get $300 worth of cards, we'll add another $50 onto the next purchase of alpha cards. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to, you know, price check all of these. I'm gonna compare it against eBay, not eBay, I'm gonna compare it against TCG Player, because, you know, some of this might be high for certain things, like maybe the Jade statue might be right around market, and the air elemental. So what I'm gonna do is put the bids in. What you do is whatever you want to pay. Let's say 24 bucks. I'll do that. Death Ward, $49.99. I'm not gonna bid on that. That's too much, I think. I'll put 16, and then what, 15 or 20, whatever, on Karma, or 10, whatever. 20. I'll do 15. Like, some of these I know I'm not gonna win. I'll do 29. And literally you just go down and 40, bid on literally everything. Oh, Twiddle is 65. I'll do 80. Circle of Protection, white. I'm surprised I don't have that one. Circle of Protection, blue. I'm surprised I don't have that one. I'll do 22. And it won't bid $22. It'll bid up to $22, but it'll do it rapidly. So we'll do all that. Drain. Wow. Why is that? Is it that much? It might be that much. We'll just do 45. We'll keep the ones that are a little bit higher on the low end of the, because 9 times out of 10, if it's right around market, it's gonna get the starting bid, which is gonna be mine. So I'm gonna do 140 for that. And then 122 for that. And oh yeah, I'm bidding on Surge foils from Z&G. I buy all of his Magic stuff. A lot of it. Just because it's so criminally underpriced. In my opinion. I'll just do 20 and 20. I guarantee I win these. And then you just hit snipe. So now it's gonna snipe those for me. Not now, but a millisecond before the auction ends. It's gonna bid what I want to buy for, what I put it in. So it does that. And it's a really good tool. I think it's like $40 or 40, no, is it 40? It's like $20 a month. I forget, I bought it for the year. But you hit snipe, and it takes a little time for it to do its thing. And then it catalogs it and snipes it when it's ready. So let's see what we win. We're probably just gonna upload this, and I will keep you guys up to date in the next video. But we got a lot done. $350 in the bank, in the alpha bank. So let's see what we win. Out of all of these, we'll see what we win. We'll add it to the collection, and we'll update you on the next video, man. I like making these. They just became too much for me to do during the, like, 2 years ago when I started it. As you can see, I still have the alpha collection. I didn't stop, but things had to get put on the back burner. But now I have a little bit more time, so why not start it? Why not start it again? All of you love this series. I love making it, and I love collecting alpha cards. So it's a match made in heaven. Hopefully I win some of these. They can be added to the collection, added to the alpha bank, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.